very good morning, everyone. I would like to introduce Bhavesh Koteja, an MFD from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, who has successfully achieved to gather 1 CR of amount for his distribution business. I would request Bhavesh to go ahead and help us out with his success story as to how did he start with his journey, how did he reach to this level, and what was his motivation behind this. And how did he actually gather the courage to go ahead and contribute 1 CR for his distribution business?
Thanks, Aisha. Thanks for inviting me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, the journey has been not so easy. You know how it looks on paper, or when you see this. There were definitely ups and downs. But when I look back into my passion. I mean, I wanted to follow my passion. So the way I started my journey was like, instead of approaching angel investors for this business. I thought, let us go and talk to my own client base. Where they trust me. So that's the one factor which I was looking at. And when I showed them the business plan and the roadmap for this, they were quite convinced with it. And when I showed the top line and the bottom line of the business, they said, we will definitely take this forward. So we had long discussions on it, and it was, finally we could able to make there.
So, Bhavesh, tell us as to how did you started your career with, and what technology are you using? How did you started your career, and how did you actually reach to this level?
Uh, I mean, see, business is in my DNA. I mean, when I completed my graduation, I wanted to, start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow, when I was, noting down all those points, how to start and all, the first basic, thing has come in my mind is I should have that, that kind of a knowledge to serve retail or H9 into wealth management. So I started my career as an executive. I joined a bank where I can get this all this knowledge. And slowly, when I started this journey in the year 2010,
Mm-hmm.
I keep moving higher ladders, and that's how I learned and got to know about the wealth management. And then I finally decided to follow my passion and my dream, and that's how I started my own firm, which is BMK Wealth Management.
Oh, that's excellent.
And technology, as you mentioned, the technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been using red vision technologies, and I'm very very happy that whatever actually I planned, the way I should carry my business, and it should reach my client. I think red vision has a bigger role in this, to fulfill my dream, I would say. And technology, as even government is looking for the digitalization, right? So I mean, technology has played an important role here, I would say, in this business.
That's good to know. So, Bhavesh, I would like to know that what was your best decision so far in your journey?
Aisha, I mean, there are many decisions, but one decision I would say, which I made in the year 2010, to follow my passion. I mean, that was the biggest. I would say that was the big decision, which actually changed my entire, life.
Oh, that's wonderful. And now, what are your future plans? How do you look up to? What are you looking forward for in like next 5 years? And definitely, we want to know that exactly how did COVID affect you as well, and how did you if in case any as such scenario comes in, what are your forthcoming plans for that?
Aisha, I mean, see, I mean, definitely it was very tough time for all, right? But
Mm-hmm.
this comes and goes. We have to stand straight and we have to deliver it, right? So we have to be positive. That's what my mindset was during tough times. So actually this helped me, to shift it to the from paper transaction to the digital transactions. This helped me a lot, and I tried educating my clients. I mean, I would quote one example, my own experience with one of the client here.
Mhm.
A client who wanted to invest during this tough time, he wanted to participate in the equity, through mutual funds. But somehow, there was a lockdown and there was a lot of restrictions, during this time. I educated him on this, the platform. We can do this transactions very smoothly, making him understand the pros and cons of the technology. But somehow, he got convinced on it and he participated in the month of April, and rest the return shows everything. So he's quite happy. I mean, I would say, people should definitely look from the positive angle, not going through the, the tough times.
And what will be that one message that you would like to give to all the other inspiring MFDs who are struggling so far?
I mean, follow your passion. Don't give up. Don't give up at any point of time. I mean, once you start giving up, probably there's the end. I mean, I would say.
So now again coming back to your 1 CR of distribution business contribution, were people trusting you?
Uh, See, trust definitely comes as first factor, and the business is second. Uh, when I approached, this clients, trust was definitely first factor. But more than a trust, they were quite convinced on the roadmap. Okay,
Mhm.
future plans. How we are going to carry the business from here. Because ultimately, even client looks for, the returns on their investments, right? So that's how we could able to convince on, how, we'll be achieve all this our future plans.
And why not angel investors? That could have been easier.
I mean, angel investors, what I should only look from the top line and the bottom line of the business. Okay.
Mhm.
And, they have their own strategies. So we don't want it, give that opportunity initially to the angel investors, because these are the clients who actually, been there with me for, long time. So I wanted to give this opportunity to them first, and then probably in a future, definitely we are looking for angel investors going forward.
Cool. So the question that I asked you, that what role did technology play in your growing success? I would like to know that, as you said, and we really appreciate that Red Vision has helped you a lot. We would
Yes.
like to know that what are the two features that you actually admire and appreciate about Red Vision and which you are not getting anywhere else as well.
I would say, I mean, balancing, rebalancing is what, which is required.
Mhm.
And, I mean, transparency, which everybody looks at, right? I mean, dual authentication, that's what, client was looking at. That shows that, how safe these transactions are. So this is what I, feel that this has actually made a difference.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So now you are saying that you are looking to go further, more. So
Yes.
if I have to say that another 5 years, where do you look up yourself to be?
I mean, there are definitely a roadmap for this.
Mm.
Currently, we got about 150 clients onboarded already
Oh,
in
that's
less than
wonderful.
a year of, business operations. We are actually concentrating, and, we want to serve as much as retail investors if we can. And the initial, in the beginning, we are actually looking at Hyderabad city.
Mhm.
We want to, approach as many as clients. And definitely there's a age group, which we are actually focusing on, is 25 to 40 age. I think this is the ideal age. And, there are people who want to know, instrument, where they can get the better returns. And there are, certain groups where they have a money but they don't know where to park it. So, that's how we play a, important role there. So our initial focus would be more on the retail segment.
Mhm. So that is how
And
you are planning to grow in retail.
yes, yes.
Mm.
Initial 5 years, we would definitely concentrate on retail segment, and then once we get the success, probably we'll go to the H9s and ultra H9s and then the corporates.
So, do you follow someone as to a role model or someone, or is it that you come up with your own ideology that I have to do this?
I think basics are same in the market, but you have to, you have to do something extraordinary to be there in the market. So I mean, we do. I mean, I would not say that I follow someone, but I to get updated in the market. Yes, I listen to them. What are their plans, and how do they approach in the market? Yes.
And what is that extraordinary that one should actually look for?
I mean, I mean, service is what very important, right? I mean, I don't say here is only for the business angle. No, I would say just serve, and try to solve the problem. Okay, rather than getting into the conclusion. So just understand the client problem, allocate your asset class accordingly. Rest, it will fall in the place.
That's wonderful. We are actually glad that we would like to mention people and everyone out there that you are already associated with Red Vision, and we are really proud to go ahead and see you growing further. We are really glad that you have been there on different platforms as well, where your success story has been shared, and
Correct.
we would be glad to see more success stories going ahead.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your best wishes.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Bhavesh, at the end, I would like to know that. So, when you talk about services, so you are associated with Red Vision. What are your takes on services when it comes to Red Vision?
I mean, it is very prompt. I mean, I have not faced any issue so far. I mean, let me be very honest, it's not that I am on this platform and talking about this,
Mhm.
but I have not faced a single issue. If at all, if I want any kind of a support from, they are just the message away or a call away, I would say.
Oh, that's absolutely a really genuine comment from your side. Thanks a lot, Bhavesh, for giving us the highlights as to how did you grow, how did you gather, and we really wish you to grow. Our good wishes are there with you, because when you grow, we grow. Definitely,
Sure.
we are looking for that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Bhavesh. Have a great day ahead, and it was pleasure to be happy.
You, same here. Thank you.
You're welcome, Bhavesh.